Well, the printer is still misbehaving. So instead of fighting it today, we are going to attempt progress a little differently. We're pivoting. So y'all, I mentioned it in my last Whip and Chat, attempting progress attempted, whatever. I have been intrigued by people coloring these mystery coloring books. These are called the Hatchet Heroes mystery coloring books. They're French, so everything in them is French, but they are a true mystery in that you don't know what it is you get. The solutions are in the back, and you know what? I am not opposed to spoilers, so I glanced at a couple of them already. Any minute now, my markers are coming. Any minute. And we need to pivot today because I'm not fighting with my printer anymore. We'll get into that. So I found some swatch cards. I have my book ready. I have my picture picked because I've never done one of these before, and this looks like it's got a fairly easy color palette. So now we're just patiently waiting for the markers. Any minute now. Any minute. So after I have been stalking my Amazon notifications and practically tackled the Amazon person at the door, my markers are here. Y'all, it's a lot of markers. So these are acrylic markers because that's what all the cool kids seem to be using for these books, because the pages are double-sided and alcohol markers will bleed through. So, and they turn out so good, y'all. And I have a drill. There's a drill on the table. I was just diamond painting a half hour ago or so. So like my table's a mess right now. But anyway, yep, my markers are here. They're here. They came. Yay. I'm sorry. I'm like on a caffeine high at 7 o'clock at night, and I've had a day. I've had a day, y'all. So what did I get? First of all, I got these grabby acrylic markers, extra fine tip in black and white. I figured for like the lines, because these are cartoon characters, and there's black and white in these, that this would be good. So yeah, I got these, and then I got these. So let me bring you up just a smidge here. Sorry. So yeah, this is a big box of markers. I don't know how I'm gonna store hide these. Have to figure that one out. Oh my goodness. All right. This is it. Da, 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 da. This is not the biggest box I could have gotten either. Keep that in mind. I did practice some self-restraint. But actually per marker, this was the cheapest set. So these, again, yes, are acrylic. There's a lot of them. That just means we'll be able to do all these pictures and they're going to turn out beautiful, right? So yeah, I had to pivot, y'all. If teaching has taught me anything, it is you need the ability to pivot, because things just don't always go the way you want them to. Case in point, I'm trying to prepare my canvas for my Glistening Wings for my Stitches to Sparkle. I need my printer. Last week, I fought with my printer. It won, so I got a new one. This week, I'm still fighting with this new printer, and I'm starting to think it's not the printer's fault. I'm thinking it's user error, but I'm still working with it. It doesn't want to print on the transparency paper. I don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out, hopefully. But anyway. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. They're so pretty. It even comes with extra nibs. And a swatch card. So yeah, these are the Guana, I'm saying that completely wrong, brush acrylic markers. This is a brand I saw recommended a lot on YouTube. And price-wise, considering how many you get, they're not that bad. So yeah, we have all of these. I did plan on swatching them, but I almost want to just grab one of these black markers and dive into the coloring page. Oh. Now, these are acrylic. Yep. They have like the ball point in here. I don't know if these, they do look like they need to be activated. I know that some acrylic markers you need to press down on the nib to activate them, and some you don't. Like these you don't. Apparently they're free flowing ink, but these, the nib is white. It almost looks like you still have to activate. Don't mind me. Do I hold it down? Wait for it to come out? As you can tell, I'm not an artist. We're learning together, y'all. Quick drying, water-based, blendable even. Look at that. Oh, hold on, there's directions on the pen. Knock, shake, push, write, and recap. Knock? What do you mean knock? Knock? I can't tell. Oh. Hi, how you doing? Oh. Oh, it looks like it's starting to come down. Look, it's starting to come down. Sorry, it's like after work here. I have my overhead light off because it's so yellowy and reflective, but I have my little white light on. But it does not make for bright and sunshiny days. Oh, it's coming. Oh, look. So I won't keep you all guys too long today. I just wanted to play a little bit and wanted to get something filmed. So we'll color in some black lines. How's that sound? We'll see how much I can screw this up. Oh, look at that. I'm probably supposed to like pump it or something, right? Yeah, that looks a little better. All right. So yeah, I picked this page out because again, there's not a whole lot of colors. And so in a lot of these areas, wow, these are tiny numbers, look to be big. I'm gonna switch to my magnifiers, y'all. That might help a little bit. Okay, first of all, yes, you are in frame, but I'm gonna bring you down a little bit. So yeah, I brought you down a little bit because this is really small. Yeah, I have been eagerly awaiting, and I just realized I was coloring out of frame, so we're trying this again. It's a day. Now, I've been eagerly awaiting for these to come because I've had a day of fighting with the printers, as I've mentioned, and I don't want to fight with it anymore. So like I said, we pivot. I was stalking my Amazon notifications, waiting at the door for the guy to throw these on my porch. I have gone down a rabbit hole of watching videos of people doing these coloring books. So it was only a matter of time before I caved. Apparently there's a lot of trees down here, but it's all like in the dark. But it gives us some black to color, and I don't have to match up all the palette yet. You know? I can just grab a marker and color with you guys. If my head is in the shot, I deeply apologize. But I'm old and blind. All this is black down here too, but I don't, that's like hardcore, man, that's like a big spot. So we're just doing these little spots right now. I needed a dopamine hit today. Sorry, I'm concentrating. This is worse than me concentrating while I cross stitch. You have to let me know in the comments, do you mind if I have coloring videos every now and again? There's no guarantee that I'm really going to get into this. I thought I was going to get into making polymer clay jewelry, and I haven't picked it up recently because it wasn't as easy as it looks in the videos. I do want to try it again. I need to give it another shot, but so like I said, there's no guarantee I'm going to like this either. Although I do like coloring. I've always liked to color. I have tons of colored pencils and adult coloring books. I think the thing that stops me with those is that I don't feel like I'm like an expert colorist. I'm sure you've seen some colorings of people that actually do a really, really good job with like the shading and all of that. The cool thing about this is it's color by number. I don't have to make any decisions. There's a lot of these books too. This I got, like I said, they're French. I got them off of a French website. You can get them on Amazon, but they're cheaper, even with shipping, to get off the French website, and they did not take all that long to get here. If you buy like $35 worth, it's free shipping. So, you know, I got this in a tracker. And like I said, there's a bunch of these books. There's even some that aren't Disney. I saw a Pokemon one. My son would love that if I made him some Pokemon paintings, colorings. I think there's some Care Bears ones, Smurfs, Looney Tunes. You know, all the cartoons that I watched as a child. And then just some random, like, other just fantasy drawings and like dragons and princesses and fairies and stuff. So there's a whole bunch. So if I missed a spot, this were to become something like interesting to me, there is very much a variety. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Do you mind an occasional coloring video if I do end up liking it? Or stick to diamond painting, Jen. Quit being a weenie. Or whatever craft you're interested in. Let's do one more spot and then I will let you go. You know, I'm gonna want to washi the sides here so I don't like ruin my frame. Finally get another use for my all my washi tape. Sorry, I hit the camera. That was something else that came in my box today, was a container for all my washi, because I'm starting to kind of amass a collection. And it's outgrowing the little Tupperware container I had it in. So I got a box for washi storage. So yeah, like I said, the acrylic doesn't bleed through, see? Sorry, I'm sorry, y'all. The lighting is not the best right now because it's nighttime, but see, yeah, that acrylic didn't bleed through. So yeah, that's what we accomplished, just a little bit today. I like I said, didn't want to keep you all, but just wanted to stop in, check in with everybody. I appreciate you all for checking in with me. We made a little bit of progress, right? So this is what we call pivoting. So that was a bit of an attempt. The printer and I are going to be discussing our relationship pretty soon. Again, thank you so much for stopping in. And I will see you next time. Bye.